Still trying to get that scoreboard figured out too, Quinny. There's the extra heat that we don't really need tonight.
No.
Although now it feels cool after that. Maybe take some of the humidity out.
And here comes the Bears. And quite the contrast in colors. You got the traditional red, black, and white, and you throw in the purple jerseys. And there's some shirts going around in honor of Drew Finnegan.
Yep, we talked about those. The Built Bear Tough hashtag on the back.
Yeah, and those are just...
Aaron Barnes and Hunter Wargo back deep to receive for the Bears, standing about their own 10. Last week, the lone kickoff that Garcia Vargas had got to about the 25-yard line. This one, high end over end that Barnes will field back at the 11. Heads towards the middle of the field, looks for some running room, sees a little wall, cuts to the outside, breaks one tackle, across the 25 out, 29-yard line where he's thrown back, and that is where West Branch will take over.
The game goes on.
Bears come out. Barnes and Shaver to the left. Kobla to the right. Kendon to Koenig's left. Lennox to his right. Cooper with the long count out of the gun. Handoff right up the middle of the field is Lennox. Looks to bounce it to the outside. Does so. Gets a seal from Barnes. He's at the 35, 40, 45 midfield foot race. Looks for a block from Shaver. 40, 35, 30. There he goes. 20, 15, 10, 5. One man behind him. Carries him into the end zone. Touchdown Bears. 71 yards. First play from scrimmage.
And, you can't say it enough about Luke Lennox, but that play started off inside the tackle, and he bounced it out to the outside. Barnes had a...
Bo Cornwell out to attempt the extra point. Snap by Rochup, hold by Rummelhart. Kick is up and right through the uprights. So one play into the ball game. West Branch goes on top by a score of 7-0.
The edge over here.
Joe Kelly and Evan Dalton back deep to receive. Whistle sounds. Cornwell with the approach. End over end. Kelly fields at the 12, fakes the handoff, keeps it himself, comes up the near side, 20, 25, runs into his own man, still on his feet, breaks another arm tackle, 35, 40, 43-yard line before he's finally brought down. Out there, number 50 at a tackle defensively in place of Grosvenor. West Liberty. Again, packing it in tight. Josh Walshire.
Bears have 10 guys within the line of scrimmage, about 5 yards. So
there's a counter play to Esmoyle, and he has stood up and thrown back. Kindon, among others, right there in on the stop.
Drew Finnegan tonight, and he read that really well, and he filled the hole.
So, no gain on the play. Second down and 10. There's the sweep near side for Kelly. Penalty flag comes down as Kelly runs over a man across the 45 out to the 47-yard line. See what the flag. So third down and 5 at their own 48-yard line. Kelly will split out wide to the left. Walshire up under center. Motion now from Dalton. They're going to hand it off to him on that jet sweep to the left side. Gets outside. One man to beat. He's at the 30, 45, 40, 35, 30. Steps out of bounds as Tucker able to push him out, not before he gets to the 20.
Got a lot of yards on that. Luckily, Tucker ran him out of bounds.
Jake Evans, the end on that side. Looks like he's wearing 27 tonight, Quinny. Normally wears number 7. There's motion again. They're going to hand it off to Kelly. Looks for some running room. Down the far side, down to the 20-yard line, inside to the 18. So first and 10. West Liberty with 2 of them here on this opening drive at the West Branch 18-yard line. Motion this time from McMichael. Now the quarterback's going to keep it. Nobody there except for Big Cole Tysinger throws him back. They're going to say a loss of a yard on the play. Liberty 0. Bears scoring on a 71-yard touchdown, their first play from scrimmage. West Liberty with a long kickoff return and now a couple of long runs into the West Branch red zone. There's the handoff to McMichael. Turns it up the field, breaks one arm tackle, fights his way down to the 16-yard line. That'll be a gain of 3 more. Comets break huddle as we approach 9 minutes to go in the first quarter. 2 wide to the left, trips to the right. Walshire up under center, long count. Now motion from Kelly. They're going to play action, rolling out, looks to the underneath man, his tight end Feldman, and it was a little bit behind him, falls incomplete. And that'll bring up 4th down, quite straight on. Snap a little low, spot is down, kick is up. It's got plenty of leg. Wide to the left, though. He hooked it just a bit. 8:44 to go in the first quarter. Ball comes out to the 20 off of a missed field goal. So it's basically like a punt with a touchback. Single back set this time. Lennox right behind Cooper Koenig. Trips to the right. West Liberty showing blitz. Straight drop back to pass is Koenig. Throws the fly route to the far side. A yard too long for Shaver.
Again, that shows that Koenig's arm strength there.
2nd and 10 from the 20. Twins either side. Barnes and Shaver right. Kendon and Wargo in the left. There's the handoff again to Lennox. Looks to get it to the outside. That time he's swarmed under by 3 or 4 white jerseys.
It'll be a matter of which matchup wins.
Barnes and Shaver again to the right with Kendon in the slot on that side with the trips look. All alone on the near side is Kabla. Straight drop back to pass Koenig. Good protection. Rolls to his right. Throws down the field. He's got Shaver too high. Almost intercepted. As down there on the coverage was number 1, Tanner Iskey. Kendon to punt, standing back at his own 6 to receive the snap. Dalton at the 50 to receive it. Kendon, very high, deep spiral kick. Dalton lets it go over his head. It hits at the 40. He's bobbling around with it back at the 31-yard line, and there's Cooper Kabla to bring him down. 51 yards on the punt there. West Liberty starts their second drive at their own 29. West Branch 7, West Liberty 0. 7:43 to go, first quarter. Walshire, quarterback sneak just right up the middle of the field and fighting his way forward. The ball comes out, and that is Aaron Barnes with the football. No whistle sounds. Now they're going to blow it. I'm pretty sure Barnes had that before they got down, but the side judge says no.
And especially the refs.
Yeah.
I don't think they were aware that Barnes had the ball. But great field position here on the 31-yard line.
2 backs in the gun next to Koenig. Now
for the Bears at the West Liberty 31-yard line.
So 7.5 to go, first quarter. Twins right. There is the triple option handoff to Kendon. He bounces off one man, falls inside the 30, down to about the 28-yard line.
Unusual play.
Yeah. Worked out into our favor, though. 2nd and 6 at the 27 after Kendon's 4-yard pickup. Again, Twins to the right. Wargo all alone to the left. There's the handoff to Lennox. Bounces it outside. Now turns it back up. 25. Inside. Spins away from one man down to the 15-yard line. Luke Lennox, Mike, another 12 yards on the pickup.
Found a seam and made 12 yards.
So 1st and 10 at the West Liberty 15-yard line. This time Koenig will come up under center John Crawl. Offset eye behind him. And there is the off tackle near side. Lennox, big hole to run through, runs over a cornerback, bounces back to the inside, stays on his feet, 5, into the end zone, West Branch touchdown, 15 yards, Luke Lennox again. Great hole, great vision, and then just showed some power, some speed, a little bit of everything to get in for the 6.
Yeah, and into the end zone.
Cornwell out to attempt the extra point. Snap is on the money. Kick is up. Good pressure by West Liberty, but it's right through the uprights. 6:32 to go in the first quarter. West Branch on top by a score of 14-0. First one, the first play of the game. The second one, 3 plays after Aaron Barnes with a great defensive play to strip the ball. Bo Cornwell. Low kick this time, fielded back at the 20-yard line. Kelly's going to keep it himself. Gets another wall, but great tackle down the field. Yeah. That was Garrett Tucker knifing underneath that wall and brings him down back at the 27-yard line. Program, we've got the purple jerseys. I think a few kids are wearing a little bit different numbers than they normally would, just based on what's available.
Right. And so, yeah, like you said, Jake Evans is wearing 27 instead of 7. I'm not sure who 45
Fumble
was
on the
there.
snap right there as Walshire picks it up and then looks to get it to the outside. Great recovery, though. I believe that was Evans over there. Nope, Kindon from his linebacker spot gets him there for a loss of 3 on the play.
Key is, when you have to go a long ways, to get in the end zone, sooner or later you're going to make a mistake. And those mistakes hurt you and put you in 2nd and long.
So 2nd and 12 for the Comets. Motion, handoff Dalton, jet sweep to the outside. Garrett Tucker out there, trips him up at the line of scrimmage. Great job out there, Tucker. Believe that was Cale. So now 3rd down and 11 at the 27. This is that 3rd and long situation we talked about in the pregame that West Liberty does not want to get into.
And let's see if the Bears can get some pressure.
There's movement by West Liberty. So that'll move them back 5 yards. 86 right now, 86 and a half.
Well, let's see if the Bears
Breeze
can
you're
get some
talking
pressure.
about, it must be breezy up there because it's not down here on the field.
3rd and 16 now for West Liberty. Roll out to the right. Pressure coming. Walshire just duns it up the field. He's got a man, Dalton, but he overled him by 3, and it will fall incomplete. Matt Shaver trying to recover there. Joe Kelly and Walshire both are back there.
This is a strange formation.
I'm going to give it to Kelly. He's going to do the soccer style run to the right side and then kicks it away from Shaver. Hits at the 47, bounces up, and then takes a West Liberty hop inside the 40 down to the 38-yard line where the Bears will take over. First quarter already on top, 14-0. Now we've got Barnes and Kindon both in the backfield. Wargo late to get out. And there is the handoff to Kindon. Sidesteps the first man, tripped up, falls ahead to the 39. Give him a game. And I'm pretty sure this is just a situation that Luke Lennox just giving him a chance to catch some extra wind over on the sideline with the temperature. 5 wide, trips right, twins left, empty backfield. Koenig. Straight drop back to pass. Throws to the near side. He's got Cobble. Makes the catch at the 45. Stiff arms a man. 45 on the other side. Brought down at the 44. Inside of 4 minutes to go. First quarter. Twins right for the Bears this time. Looks like Koenig up under center. John Crawl. Offset I. Kindon dots it. Barnes in that fullback. Offset to the left. There is the off tackle. Right side. And Kindon trips in the backfield. He looked to cut up the field and just cleat came out. 2nd down and 12 now for the Bears. Shaver splits out to the right. Now Barnes will move from fullback out to wide receiver on the left side. Straight eye behind Koenig. And somebody forgot the snap count. It's funny because the West Liberty guys, they came across, they were kind of like, wait, what? And then, so 5 yards back, 2nd and 17 now at the 49-yard line of West Branch. Trips right, Wargo alone to the left. Straight drop back to pass is Koenig. Throws the out route and incomplete. Intended for Kindon. A little low.
Ready to blitz off the corner each time.
Well, I think it's almost like 34. I think he's more of an outside backer. And then 17 is back here more like the corner. There is Koenig. Again, good protection this time. Throws down the middle of the field. He's got Barnes at the 30. Makes the grab, 25, 20-yard line before he's wrestled down.
Was that a great ball or what?
33.
Barnes in an open spot.
So first down for the Bears. 2.5 to go first quarter at the West Liberty 18-yard line. Straight eye formation. Koenig, long count. Pressure coming. 3-step drop. Comes near side. Wargo. And Wargo looked like he was coming in just a little bit. And Cooper threw that a little high and
hit him. Because then you got a one-on-one matchup, with Shaver or Barnes or Kabla.
2nd and 10 from the 18. Trips left. Kabla all alone to the right. Koenig, a little flare route out here to Shaver. A little high on that one. Penalty flag comes in as Kindon got a block in the back, it looks like. Shaver's still fighting for extra yards, but it's all for naught as it's going to come back. 24-yard line for the Bears. Koenig, again up under center. Straight eye formation. Kindon and Lennox. There is off tackle right for Luke. Comes up the middle of the field, makes one man miss, runs over another one, carries a defender inside the 10, down to the 8-yard line. That is going to be very close to the 16 that he needed.
You know, and that was a run.
So first and goal from the just inside the 8-yard line. 5 carries, 114 yards for Luke Lennox so far tonight. Kendon in a slot, goes in motion. And there is the handoff again, off tackle. Kendon with the block. Lennox runs over the first man, gets to the center of the field. We've got a penalty flag coming in. But it would have been all for naught if he did get in. Minute and a half to go, first quarter. Bears up 14-0, looking to add to it. First and goal at the 12 after the penalty. Split backs. Tucker in motion. And there is the handoff to Barnes. He's hitting the backfield, makes the guy miss. Sidesteps one guy, tucks it up to 5, down to the 3, the 2, into the end zone. Great run. That looked like Lennox right there instead of Barnes. And he shows, hey, I'm a great athlete as well, and he makes it 20-0 for the Bears.
You know, last week he played fullback. This week he started at wideout, and there he played tailback. He adds a lot to this ball club.
Cornwell out for the extra point. Pressure again, this time better covered by the Bears, and Cornwell right into the middle of that tower down there where Jim Lloyd is recording. 21-0 now, and team out there. Wargo's going to come out. Kelly and Iskey back deep to receive. This one a low sidewinder that is fielded by one of the upbacks. He had his knee down, though, when he picked it up at the 26-yard line. Minute 12 as West Liberty comes up to the line. 44. I've got West Liberty for 43 yards of offense so far in this first quarter. This time they're splitting 2 guys wide out to the right. Motion, handoff, counterplay, and great job by the Bears that time. First man missed him, but great recovery by, looked like Donovan and Rocha.
Dietz, Kabla, Rocha, Evans up front there. Got to control that offensive line of West Liberty.
Walshire sends McMichael in motion. They're going to counter it back the other way to Espoil, and he is met by Dietz, who just laid the lumber to him for no gain on the play.
Players that you made a difference with.
Definitely. Thank you very much. So third down and a long 9 here for West Liberty at the 27-yard line. Twins right. Esmoil will line up in the slot on that side. Now motion from McMichael. Bears showing blitz. Rollout pass by Walshire. Throws down the middle of the field, and great. Oh! Matt Shaver's going to get called for pass interference. He came up. Kelly was just sliding. Basically, his hand touched the back, but it was more so the guy was falling into him as he was making a play on the ball, which defenders are supposed to have a play on the ball. As it stands, though, 15 yards out to the 43. First and 10 for West Liberty. Bunching everybody on the near side of the field. Handoff to Kelly. Donovan grabs him in the backfield. Kendon finishes him off at the 37. A loss of 6 on the play.
I'm going to tell you, I'm getting more and more impressed with
Bears fans getting into it now. Second down and 16 back to the 37. West Branch up 21-0. Twins right. Now motion from Iskey. They'll fake it to him. Roll out pass. Penalty flag comes down in the backfield. Kabla forces him up. Walshire gets hits. Addisky throws it. Interception. Shaver. Penalty flag again comes in. And to me, if that's defensive, that's got to be, well, I'll censor myself, but he was a Bears will come out in that straight eye formation. Get things set finally. Ball is on the far hash mark. West Branch again going to the south end zone. Koenig hands off to Luke Lennox, and he is grabbed in the backfield, makes the first guy miss, but is Mike get defenders greeting him right in the backfield.
Yeah, and I think he's either getting 0 yards or he's getting 12 to 15.
Yeah. Stacked receivers left, Twins to the right. West Liberty showing blitz. Option near side is Koenig. Pitches it out to Lennox. Looks for a block from Shaver. He's at the 45. Midfield is wrestled down as he gets right at the 50. That'll be a gain of 6. Give him 7 to the West Liberty 49-yard line. 49 hash. They need to get just to the right of the 47 hash. They'll send Wargo wide to the left with Barnes in the slot. Kendon and Linnock either side of Koenig. Cablo all alone near side. There's the handoff to Kendon, and he fumbles it, and the ball's on the ground. West Liberty has it. And that was a somebody back there. And
yeah, and you know, on a night like tonight, your hands are going to be wet and slippery. So you know, if that ball pops out, you know, it's part of it's a read, but part of it's the conditions too.
There's a fumble on the snap and a scramble for it right at the line of scrimmage. And the near side judge says second down, but there's the umpire looking.
And that's a couple times Walshires that come out of there without the ball.
Second down, again, everybody packed in tight. McMichael in motion. There's the counter the other side, and nobody to hand it off to. Aaron Barnes right there to wrestle him down at the 49, a loss of 2. So now third down and 13 at the 49-yard line. Feldman and McMichael will go out to the right. Esmoil at the wing on that side. Kelly in motion from the near side. They're going to toss it to him in the backfield. Thought he was thinking about punting it right there, and then he just decides to tuck it up and runs back to the 50-yard line to lose a yard on the play, makes it fourth down and long. Long time for West Liberty.
Here.
Yeah. Got to be close to delay. Again, Walshire and Kelly standing next to each other back at the 40-yard line. Now timeout taken here by the Comets. Well, Flugie, from your vantage point down there, I mean, Jerry's silence is deafening.
I have no response on that one.
So Shaver will stand back at his own 19-yard line.
Again, Shaver deep to receive for the Bears.
Kelly and Walshire again at the 40-yard line, 10 yards deep. Walshire with the long cadence. He's going to take it. Rolls to the near side. Maybe that's it. He's a left-footed kicker. This one goes right to Shaver, though. Makes a stutter step. Comes near side 25. Looks to get the outside 30. Breaks one tackle. Dives back forward right at the 30-yard line.
14 yards on the return.
So a 30. Get some questions answered. So Flugie will keep his job for another couple days. He's working his way to the other side.
Is with those different footed kickers is, you know, if West Branch falls asleep on the ends, those guys are going to take off.
Yeah. So a little late substitution there. Bears confused on who's getting in. Now Wargo comes in to a receiver. Barnes back to fullback. Kendon dots that offset eye. Koenig up under center, play action, straight drop back to pass, looks down the middle field for Shaver, winds up, fires it deep at the 40, makes the grab, tries to spin away, carries a man 35, 32-yard line.
Nice pass by Cooper Koenig there. He had a lot of space, and Shaver went
down to the West Liberty 32-yard line. 7.5 to go, first half. Bears still up 21-0. Offset eye. Linnock back in there, dots it. Kendon offset to the left. This time they will hand it off to Linnock. Goes outside, cuts it back up the middle. Stiff arms a man. 25, 20, down to the 19-yard line. First down at the 19. The wing formation. Twins to the right. Motion from Shaver. Now Koenig going to slide him back out. Straight drop back. They throw the out route near side for Wargo. Makes the catch, and they were looking for that matchup. Spins away from one man, brought down at the 11. Flugie, they were looking for that matchup. West Liberty did a good job to recover down there, though. 8, second down and 2. You saw Koenig there. I think he audibled into that. I think they were looking for a run, and he said, wait, hold up. I'm going to see how this goes. Now they're going to go twins to the wide side of the formation. That time the corner slides out. Tucker comes in motion to the near side. And we're going to have offsides. There's the handoff to Kendon. So that'll be a first down for the Bears. Now we're going to have... Oh, they got to get the chain gang situated over there. It's first down and goal, not second. Clock starts. Approaching 6 minutes to go. Kendon in motion to the left side. Koenig hands it off to Linnock. Cuts it back up into nothing but green. Finds the purple Bears in the end zone. That is his third touchdown of the night, this time from 6 yards out. Bears go up 27-0.
Cutback by Luke Lennox there.
But I think he does that so well. You get the flow. Those backers, as Cornwell comes out to kick the extra point here. Rocha snap right on the money. Kick is right through the uprights. 28-0 now in favor of the Bears. But I think moving guys all over the place. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. They're one guy short back there.
At the end of the first quarter, Solon and Mount Vernon tied at 0.
Solon and Mount Vernon scoreless after the first period. Going to have
Here comes a
penalty.
Here comes a player running on as the kick happens. So
Now they wait. And there the whistle does sound. Cornwell with the approach. This one is a very low squibber. Feldman touches it. Now it's fielded by Iskey at the 18-yard line. Looks to get it the outside. Stiff arms a man. Gets pulled down out of bounds across the 30 to the 31-yard line. Wargo out there on the stop. Walshire breaks it. And that's some of the body language that Flugie was talking about. Just kind of walking up to the line of scrimmage. Taking their time getting set. Motion from Iskey. They will hand it off to him. Tries to turn it straight up the field. Donovan right there picks him up and then gets help from 3 other purple jerseys to stop him for a short gain on the play. What keys is he looking for against this counter offense? 2nd and 9 from the 33. Walshire sends McMichael in motion this time. Play action, straight drop back to pass. 3-step drop. This one a little high, intended for Feldman. Falls incomplete. So 3rd down and 9. McMichael and Parker Feldman to the near side. Motion from Kelly. Penalty flag. Too much time that time for West Liberty. Esmoil to the left of the formation this time. Motion from Kelly, and another false start there. Again, center, a lot of misdirection, but you're lining guys up a little bit different. And
then they end up with 4 guys out of here on one side.
yeah. They're showing blitz. Kelly comes in motion. Play action, straight drop back to pass is Walshire. He's forced to run. This got a lot of running room right up the middle of the field. He's across midfield. Stiff arms another man, 45-40. He's down to the 35, 30, 25-yard line as the ball is stripped out. 52 yards for Walshire.
They were complaining about that.
They
just had a 52-yard run.
Yeah. So 1st down at the 24-yard line for the Comets. West Liberty first possession, they got inside the Bears 20 and then were turned away with a missed field goal. There's a handoff, a halfback pass, and it's thrown into the middle of nowhere as Cobbler was right there on Kelly's back as he tried to just get rid of the ball. Incomplete, 2nd down. Back at the Little Rose Bowl. 2nd down here for West Liberty at the 25-yard line. Different quarterback in there. Hands it off to Kelly near side. Penalty flag comes down. Kelly looks to get to the outside. Breaks a couple of tackles. Is bumped out of bounds. We'll see what the flag is. Solon's gone up on Mount Vernon 7-0. So 2nd and 25 for Walshire and the Comets. Handoff, double reverse, goes to McMichael. Barnes is right there. A penalty flag comes in. Barnes, though, read it well, tripped him up, and then Tyson. 4 minutes to go, first half. West Branch 28, West Liberty 0. Walshire under center. Play action, straight drop back to pass up the middle of the field. It goes, and too tall. Not often that happens to a 6'3 receiver, but he overthrew him incomplete.
Yeah.
On the 39-yard line. Kelly and Noah Feldman to the right. Parker Feldman and Tanner Iskey to the left. Now Esmoil lines up on the wing on the right side. Iskey in motion. Straight drop back to pass, and this time it's a low right to his knees. Gain of 5 on the play. Lucky you could pin him deep, but good chance that you'll probably have it be about 15 yards difference in field position. So down 28-0. Motion, Kelly, blitz coming by the Bears, and Walshire forced out of the pocket, runs to the right side, turns it back up. Great job of recovery by Tysinger along with Cobbler that time. Walshire only gets 4 on the play. 12 in that rivalry matchup. Mount Vernon still leads the series 27-25.
Well, those were those good Jim Bellamy teams.
Yeah.
You know, in the 70s and the 80s.
I even got to play against Bellamy's teams once. Trips right for the Bears. 1st and 10 at the 32. Koenig rolls out to the right side. Looks for some protection. Now tucks it under. 35. He's at the 40. Penalty flag comes in. Spins away out near midfield. So now trips left this time for the Bears. Lennox straight behind Koenig. Straight drop back to pass. Looks underneath for that route and then goes to the deep. Got a penalty flag. He's got Barnes at the 40. Down the sideline. It's a foot race 30. 20, 15. Speed turns into a touchdown depending on another penalty flag.
And, you know, where that flag yards past the defender, and Barnes just turned on the Jets, caught up to it, and didn't get touched. What a gorgeous play.
Bo Cornwell out to attempt the extra point. A lot of youngsters down in that south end zone waiting to catch it. Snap a little high. Rummelhart does a great job to get it down. Kick sails right through the uprights. 2:32 remaining in this first half, 35-0. Waiting for the official to blow that whistle. Everybody's set. Cornwell. This one angling to the near sideline, hits at the 15. Picked up back there by Kelly at the 9. Comes back up to the center of the field and is greeted there by Evans, among others. Looks like a tackle along with Tysinger. West Liberty with both Feldmans on the right side of the formation. Motion from Iskey that way. They're going to try counter it back near side. Nobody there, so Walshire's going to turn it up himself. And he gets up to about the 24-yard line. And then he's like, well, now what do I do?
And he made 5 yards out of nothing.
2nd down and 15. Waiting for a motion man. We're going to get another false start here on West Liberty. The 25-yard line, then they had that 15-yard chop block.
Yeah.
Pushed them back deep. So, and this is not an offense designed to get 10, 12, 15 yards at a pop either.
No.
McMichael in motion. They'll hand it to him. Counters it back to the near side with Kelly.
Good job, Evans.
Tried to get that up the field, and Evans was right there, closed it down for no gain. West Branch going to take a timeout. So 3rd and 10 now, and they get the clock back up to 1:07.
Well, he doesn't miss much, does he, from
No,
what's
he
on
does
the field
not.
to what's on the clock.
3rd and 9.
So gain of a yard on that last one for Kelly.
Looks like they're looking at Roach over here on the sideline.
Grosvenor is out there to defensive tackle. Walshire sends Kelly in motion, fakes it to him, rolls out to his left, just chucks this one up deep, and Tucker, good defense right there as the pass goes out of bounds, incomplete. We'll be standing at about their own 10-yard line. But like Flugie said last time, make sure those guys on the corners stay home because Walshire's shown some athleticism. This one goes to Kelly, runs to the right side, puts a foot into it, and it's a great punt. Hits just shy of the 50, and Shaver has to let it roll, and it goes out of bounds at the 36-yard line. Koenig out of the gun, straight drop back to pass, looks for the in route. That ball is tipped. Feldman did a good job getting his hands up, knocked that one down.
And they've been great athletes, you know, over the years, and this number 11, you know, is a defensive end. So
and he's just a junior too.
Yeah, it comes as no surprise.
So 2nd down and 10 with 50 seconds to go. Trips right this time for the Bears. Koenig looks for the out route right there. It is caught by Shaver. Took a shot, but held on to it. They're going to get him up to the 48-yard line. That's a gain of 12.
Away.
Everybody set quick. Start the clock. And there is the spike. So 38.6 seconds to go.
Yeah.
And actually a 12-yarder to Shaver right there as well. So.
And again, this is a teaching moment. Even though it's 35-0, they gotta know what they can do.
Yeah.
You know, when there's no little time on the clock.
Koenig rolls left, steps up in the pocket, throws this one. Shaver goes up for it, makes the grab at the 35-yard line. 17 on the play. There's going to go quick up to the line, run another play. That was 17 to the 36. Long snap count here for Koenig. Straight drop back to pass. Feldman forces him out of the pocket. Now he steps up, looks for Shaver, throws it out of bounds. Shaver did a good job trying to get his feet back in, but he already had slid out of bounds.
And that's a 20-yard completion.
Yep. Ball still on the far hash mark. Twins either side with Lennox straight behind Koenig. West Liberty showing pressure up the middle. Cooper straight drop back to pass. Now he's forced up in the pocket. He's across the 35-30. Carries a man down to the 28-yard line. Timeout West Branch with 10 seconds to go. Hollering for the field goal unit to be ready. Koenig up under center. Looks like the Bears are short a guy out there maybe. Straight drop back to pass. He's got time. Steps up, fires down the middle of the field for Kabla. Behind him, incomplete. 5.2 seconds to go to the 28. So that'll back him up just a little bit.
Oh, you gave it away.
45-yard field goal attempt by Cornwell. Almost dead center, just a little bit to the near side. Roach of the snap to Rummelhart. Spot is down. Kick is up. It is blocked low. Cornwell, I think, was just trying to get some distance. Got low on it. No good. End of the half. Iskey and Kelly back deep to receive for the Comets.
Well, and I think you'll see a lot of substitution here by Coach Peterson in the second half. Number one, just because of how hot it is and not wanting anybody to cramp up.
Nice deep kick this time, fielded by Kelly back at the 14. Fakes the handoff, goes to the far sideline, looks to cut it to the outside. They break contain out there. He's brought down, though, as Wargo able to get back over, recovers at the 30-yard line. So that is for the Bears in there at a linebacker. And, of course, that's, I think, one of the different purple jerseys. Might be Madsen, maybe?
That would be a good guess.
That's who we're going to call him for now. We apologize if it's not. Walshire hands off to McMichael, cuts it back straight up the field, trying to keep those feet churning, but 3 or 4 purple jerseys right there to hold on to him. He falls ahead for about 3 on the 34-yard line. Walshire gets the offense set. Iskey in motion. They hand it to him. He steps back. He's going to throw it. Chucks this one deep, and Shaver cuts the route. Incomplete. Shaver and Wargo were both right there, stride for stride with Kelly.
Again, defense excellent on the coverage there.
3rd down and 7 from the 34. Bears 35, West Liberty 0. Kelly in motion. They fake it to him. Roll out to the left is Walshire. Steps this one up, throws behind the intended target. Iskey slides to the ground as he tried to come back for it. Harmlessly incomplete.
Even though an incomplete pass, the clock continues to run.
Liberty taking their time getting set. They take a guy out. Now another guy coming back in, making sure they get the right punt team. Kelly takes this one. High kick that Shaver will field in the air at the 36-yard line. Makes the first guy miss. Looks to that far sideline. Cuts it outside at the 45 and is run into the bench. Takes out one of the West Liberty coaches over there.
And again, it's important for the Bears, to stay crisp, even though their first unit may only get this one series. It's really important that they stay crisp and stay focused.
Twins right, I formation. Koenig, handoff off tackle left side for Linnock. Across midfield, 45. Pushes the pile all the way down to the 40-yard line. Give Luke Linnock another 4. It doesn't matter if you find the wrong guy. Find a guy and put a hat on it.
Yeah. Linnock will find the hole. You just got to find a white jersey out there and hit him.
I formation. Looks like Kendon behind Linnock this time. There's the quick out route. That's what Flugie was talking about, and Koenig just overled Wargo out there. On the sidelines for most of the defensive sets, and Barnes, he goes 120% all the time too. So
yeah.
2nd and 10 for the Bears. I formation. Garrett Tucker in there at fullback this time. There is the handoff to Kendon left side. Jumps over one man at the 40. Tries to sidestep and gets pulled down at the 38, 37-yard line. Give him about 4 on the play.
And he's just going to get better as he gets healthier.
4 wides. Kendon straight behind Koenig in the shotgun. They run the speed option near side, pitches it out to Kendon. White jersey's in front of him. He makes a guy miss, looks for a block up the field, runs over a man, but he's able to get ahead for just only about a yard here.
7-yard line.
It's that in-between spot again. Tucker and Kabla go out wide to the left. Shaver, Kendon, and Wargo to the near side. Koenig all alone in the backfield. Straight drop back to pass. Fires the quick out route to Shaver at the 34. Turns it upfield 30. Makes one man miss. 25-20 down the sideline, but he steps out of bounds at the, they'll say, 22-yard line.
Ability by the Bears.
Twins left as we're down inside of 5 minutes to go, third quarter. Trips to the right for Koenig. Straight drop back to pass. Good protection. There's the slant route. Tipped up in the air. Picked off by West Liberty. And brought down is number 6, Simon Stecker, at the 11-yard line. At a linebacker spot. West Branch almost looks like they're going more of a 4-4 look right now. I believe Matson's still in there. Now we're going to have...
Really, they're putting together no drives whatsoever.
So first down for West Liberty after the timeout at the 12. Walshire showing shotgun. Now he comes back up under center. He's got 4 wide to the left. Sends motion Iskey that way. They're going to hand it off to him. You got 4 guys leading the way. Tries to get it to the outside 15-20. Now it's a foot race. He's at the 30, 35, and Wargo will push him out of bounds at the 39-yard line.
And
27-yard play.
And get outside our corner.
Yeah. And that's one that you can't really overcompensate, because then that's when they run a counter back the other side and you've got numbers on the backside. So there's Kelly sweeping to the wide side of the field, and great job knifing through there. Penalty flag comes in. Tackle made by Cale Donovan. That'll be a loss of about, should still be running, 3.5 to go.
Well, and Donnie's played an impressive linebacker.
Yeah. Blitz coming that time from Donovan. Kelly looks to get to the outside. He's horse-collared, gets through it, and now is swarmed under, but he's able to fight his way up to the 35. That'll be a gain of 7, and then probably a face mask. 2nd down and 16.
Nope. And
Now
we got another flag.
Overcome, if you want to try to turn that thing around and start getting some success, you have to eliminate those things. You have to start doing those little things that translate into bigger things. There's a rollout to the near side. Pass thrown behind Stecker, incomplete.
Yeah, and those are the
35-0 still in favor of the Bears, our halftime score. Continuous clock has taken a lot of time off here in this third quarter. Iskey in motion, play action. They roll out, look for the tight end. Stecker makes the catch, tries the hook and ladder, gets it to Feldman. And great job by Tucker to react and get him for a stop there.
no.
Only about 9 on the play.
And there goes
He's off. It looks like they're stretching like it's a cramp. He's been
good.
fighting that right leg this whole time, so hopefully it's just that and not anything worse. There's one man short, so Tysinger will come out. He's just going to kind of hang back in a safety spot. Now they're going to fake it. Walshire throws up the middle of the field, and
Tysinger on the coverage.
puts the lick on the receiver as the pass was almost intercepted. Number 15, Nick Schreiber out there. Falls incomplete. West Branch takes over at the 36-yard line.
Busiest people on the West Branch sideline has been actually the athletic trainer and team doctor.
Yeah.
And most all of them are heat related with
Referee's still talking things out over there.
Got to get the chain set here.
And they're going the
Wrong way.
Well, they had them set for the 36, and now they got them.
Yeah, with those two little girls.
They're probably in bed then, so she can really relax. Well, Schreiber dots the I behind Rummelhart. It is a straight I. Rummelhart hands off to Schreiber right side, turns it back up the middle of the field. Fights for the yards inside the 15. Still moving that pile down to the 11-yard line. He's going to be close to the first down. 2nd down and 1 at the 12-yard line. Tucker staying at fullback. With Schreiber in at the tail. Rummelhart up under center, John Krall. Handoff off tackle right side again. Schreiber looks for that running room inside the 10, down to the 5-yard line. Give him a gain of 7 on the play.
Cramping up, it's just tough to stop that.
So 1st and goal for the Bears. DePorter comes out wide to the left, McTaggart to the right. Straight I formation, off tackle left side Schreiber, and he had some running room, but it closed in a hurry. 6-yard touchdown run after the Bears fumbled. Lennox with his 3rd touchdown of the first half from 6 yards away. And then before halftime, about 2.5 minutes to go, a 73-yard touchdown pass from Koenig to Barnes. Number 88, Jacob Steika in. There is the quarterback sneak by Rummelhart, pushing that pile towards the end zone, waiting for the signal. Touchdown Bears! Brandon Rummelhart from 4 yards out gets into the end zone.
done a great job tonight, and obviously they've wore down West Liberty, and you know that West Liberty is a little undersized, so it's been a little difficult for them. You know, it's just interesting. I was just pulling up that the temperature has actually dropped to 78 degrees. Humidity has risen to 86%, which is why you're getting several players cramping up right now.
Fluga, I was wondering if you get the chance to come down here to the fifth.
Love to get into the game, but can't right now. Captain Drew Finnegan here along the sideline. Drew, what's your thoughts on tonight?
They played pretty well. Came out strong, finishing strong. Second team getting a touchdown. That's pretty special.
Well, obviously, you're in a different role. You know, had a great.
Fortunately, he got cut a couple weeks ago, or last week from Jacksonville. He's hoping to latch on at least to a practice squad here after this next round of cuts this weekend. Well, while we were talking to Drew Finnegan, Broke Cornwell's extra point was no good. Kickoff is fielded in the air by Allen back there. This time he will hand it off to the far side for Iskey, and he's got a lot of running room down that far sideline. They faked it a bunch of times, and he finally gets one going. He's out all the way across midfield. Looked like Connor Trickett was there, among others, to force him out of. First down, West Liberty at the West Branch 45-yard line. Bears lead 41-0 inside of 9 minutes to go in the ball game.
Got some more numbers in there on the defensive side.
We'll look for those as there is the reverse. Connor Trickett almost had Iskey in the backfield. Now Iskey down that far sideline again. And McTaggart, number 6, wraps him down as he gets inside the 30 to the 20.
And that we're guessing was Manson. There's another
penalty flag as Allen gets the ball, and he's going to go up the middle of the field inside the 5. But the receivers on the right side were still getting set, and the motion man at the West Branch 33-yard line. Walshire up under center. Motion, they will hand it off to Allen. He turns it up the middle of the field. Looks for some running room. Schreiber comes over. Steika as well, jumps on his back. He carries him all the way inside the 20, down to the 16. You're just seeing some linebackers that haven't read this very well, or very much rather. I'm just trying to figure out where they're looking. There's Allen again with that sweep. Barnhart tries to get him in the backfield. Can't quite get to him. Allen's going to sneak his way into the end zone for a 16-yard touchdown. A couple of those young men right now. Andres Garcia Vargas out to attempt the extra point. Snap a little high. Kick is up. It is blocked. So we will keep the 35-point rule in effect. Wearing different numbers. See 57 and 68 on that front line.
Christian Lang, number 77. He's a good-sized kid.
And this deep kick goes over Schaber's head at the 5. It's going to bounce into the end zone for the touchback. Kind of a sleeper team in Class 2A, so going to have to be ready for that one. Dietz and Barnhart are the tackles. 59 and 57 are your guards.
Trickett is the tight end.
Rummelhart up under center. Handoff to Schreiber. Looks for some running room on that right side. Falls across the pile down to the 23.
First time
Yeah.
this year. And Kroll and Andrews and Barnhart and Tysinger, you know. So they've only had 2 games under their belt in varsity.
And they put up over 350 yards of offense in that first quarter. There's the first man through. And trying to see if that was Tucker, I believe. He's out close to the first down. They spot him down at the 28. Taggart splits out wide to the left. Porter to the right. Straight I formation behind Rummelhart. Fullback again is Tucker. Cuts it to the outside, then turns the shoulders up the field, bucking his way ahead all the way out to the 34-yard line. A gain of 6 on the play.
And more.
So 1st and 10 at the 34. 4.5 to go in the ball game. West Branch 41, West Liberty 6. Rummelhart off tackle right for Schreiber. He's hit right at the line of scrimmage and brought down for no game on no. Thing is, he's one of the young ones in the sophomore class. He just turned 15 right before the start of this school year. He could have been held back a year. And there's a counter play with Tucker. No gain again on that one. Need to get in there. Taggart splits out wide right. Steika near side. Tucker and Schreiber behind Brandon Rummelhart. Off tackle, Schreiber right side. Probing the 6-hole. Gets across the 35 to the 36.
Got to believe he's going to kick it out of bounds and not give him a chance to run it back.
And it is high, wobbling almost into the first row of the seats. That's going to be, I don't know if he's got enough for the first down there with that. 4 yards and 3 touchdowns. And 213 yards passing. Late substitution for the Bears, missing a defensive tackle. Grosner in there. Counter play. Go to the outside with Iskey. Down the sideline he goes. He's at the 30, the 25. Tight ropes and stays in bounds into the end zone for a West Liberty touchdown. Nope, they're going to say out of bounds at the 17. Excuse me.
Yep.
So they stop it a couple times. 76 Buter out there to defensive end. Steika at a safety. Trickett at a defensive end. McTaggart at a safety. Motion Allen. They toss it to him. Rolls to the right side. Play is strung out a little bit. Donovan there wrestles him down as he gets to the 14-yard line. Gain of 3. So 2nd down. And 7 from the 15, just inside the 15-yard line. Motion. They're going to roll out to the left side. Look for the out route up there to number 15. Allen makes an over-the-shoulder basket catch for a 15-yard touchdown.
That was a great pitch and catch. That was lofted.
Lead to 41-12, pending the extra point. Andres Garcia Vargas had his first one blocked. And And this one, plenty of height and is good. 23-point coaches telling that front seven to be ready for a squib or an onside here. Vargas has it teed up normal and does kick this one deep. Shaver's going to field it back at the 5-yard line. He's just going to take 2 steps forward and kneel it down at the 8. And I'm guessing, Quinn, that we're going to see Rummelhart. And they've got 2 backs tight right by Rummelhart. DePorter back in the end zone. Rummelhart takes the snap, 2 steps back, kneels down on it, and that is going to do it for this one. West Branch with the 41-13 win here tonight over West Liberty to move to 2-0 on the season. We're going to take a quick timeout so I can add some stats up. We will come right back with your post game. You're listening to westbranchfootball.com. 162, 180, 192, 196, 207, 228, 213 is 441. West Liberty 57, 81, 84, 83, 158.